guys, you won't believe it, man. You won't believe this. All right, I have just recorded a fucking video for you, and I forgot to press record, so I didn't record it, really. Holy fuck. I'm fuming. I'm furious right now. Fucking furious. Let's pretend that didn't happen. All right, guys, how's it going? Great here. It's Wednesday, the 19th of September. I can't believe I didn't fucking record that video, man. I'm going through all that again. It's Wednesday, the 19th of September, 2018, and you're watching KopTalk.tv, or I fucking hope you are at least. Yes, it's recording now. Right, let's start again. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about. It's first time for you. I've seen an article in the Times newspaper today by Henry Winter. Right. First of all, I'd like to know what you think of Henry Winter in terms of a sports journalist, football journalist. Yeah, I always think that he comes across as a bit like a bit more up there. I'm not saying that he's better than anyone that's down there. What I mean by that is he doesn't look like a typical football hack, does he? He doesn't look like. He's not a scruffy bastard, is what I'm trying to say. Some of them, when they turn out on that soccer, what's it called? No, Sunday supplement on a, I was going to say on a Sunday, on Sky Sports. Some of them go on there, don't they? And they just look like what you'd imagine the press to look like. But Henry Winter doesn't come across like that. I also think that he maybe realises or thinks that he's better than everyone else. He comes across to me as a bit condescending and patronising at times. But maybe he's just a brilliant journalist. Maybe he has every right to have that little bit of arrogance. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys. So when you comment, please let me know. Right, what you think of anyone, because I've always thought to myself, is it just me, or is he a bit of a pompous guy? Do you know what I mean, guys? But I'm not saying, because I need you to tell me. So tell me. First of all, I want to know what you think. And then so the next time I see him, I'll go, everyone said he's alright. Or, or was I right? Or was I right? What a stupid question to ask. DKB, you know what I'm saying? Right, so basically this is titled, in the Times, Trent Alexander-Arnold has the ability to play midfield, but he should stay at full back for now. Now, the reason that he goes on to write this article is that he's obviously, Arnold is an absolutely fantastic player on the right side of defence, and this article is full of great praise and talking about that he's almost like an auxiliary winger at times. He's just talking about all his qualities, all his qualities, as Rafa Benitez would say. So you need to read the article if you want to really take it. And it's a good article, in fairness. It actually really is, and it's well written. And then he touches on, a tweet by Gary Lineker who said, can see him playing 100 games for England in midfield. All right. So, and then what the article is basically about is Henry Winter. This is such a shorter version than the one I did, the video I just didn't record. And then Henry Winter is basically saying, no, leave him where he is as a right back. And he talks about the quality that Liverpool have in midfield. And he also talks about how some managers, like Gerard Houllier, for example, start some of these kids at right back, and then before moving into midfield, as he says here, Liverpool do have a history of midfield players beginning at right back or wing back, as Steven Gerrard did in his first start for the club 20 years ago, being given a torrid time by David Ginola of Spurs. Some managers, and Gerard Houllier was one, like giving a youngster a taste out wide before moving them more inside, more into the cauldron. Alexander-Arnold may one day be a central force, but for now he looks better served playing at right back for Liverpool. However much being associated with that position might inhibit his chance of many England caps. Now, look, I like England. I want England to do well. It's my country. I don't like the international break we've just had. I like the World Cup, the Euros. I'm not interested in meaningless friendlies. I'm not interested in this new stupid competition they've set up. But I want, I'm not anti-England. A lot of Liverpool fans are, especially if they're actually from Liverpool. It's club versus country, and club wins every time. That's fine. So I'm not saying this from like an anti-England perspective. I'm just like, I can't think of anything more right now than Alexander-Arnold playing for Liverpool. At his age, his development, he's playing in a position where he's making it his own. He is fantastic, as Brendan Rodgers would say. And I don't want to really think about what he might go on to do with England. I'm sure the boy wants to go on and be, a big name, if you like. Although he doesn't come across as like, I want to be a big name. I'll word that better. I'm sure he wants to develop and be a better player, and he wants to test himself at the highest level, But he doesn't come across as a knob, is what I mean. I'm not saying he wants to be like, oh, look at me, I want to be a big famous name and I want to move on to Manchester City, you know, and get all their money and stuff like we went through with Raheem Sterling, sort of thing. Do you get me? I'm going off course here. What I'm trying to say is I think we should just concentrate on him there. Lineker needs to wind his neck in. So I can understand him saying, yeah, it'd be good for England, but for Liverpool, I just want to think about what he does for Liverpool at the moment, guys. So do you think there's any, you know, I still think we can discuss it and say that, you know, maybe there is a future for him in midfield later in his career. But I wouldn't think that many Liverpool supporters watching this would be sat there thinking, can't wait to see him play in midfield one day, because I'm watching him and I'm like, oh, he's doing really well, you know. So I get outsiders commenting on, you know, possibles and the international stage. For me, even though I want England to succeed, it's never even crossed my mind. It's never even crossed my mind. I can't criticise Lineker for saying it because he's not associated to Liverpool. He's going to be more aligned to the England national team than he is Liverpool, for example. But for me, I just want to see the boy continue as he's doing, continue learning his trade. And if, you know, the manager wants to use him further up the park or whatever, that's up to him, and then we'll all support him, won't we? So I really welcome your thoughts on this one, guys. Like I said, let me know what you think about Henry Winter, because I'd just like to know if it's me, you know, and I'd also like to know your thoughts about Trent. I mean, do you only see him as a right back? Are you already thinking, oh, what? I mean, you're not going to be thinking, what can he do for England? But are you even thinking, oh yeah, I can't, you know, wait to see him, you know, played further up the park? Is anyone actually thinking that? Or is it just me? Because I'm like, leave him where he is. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, right, I'm off ski. Let me know what you think, guys. And I think that's me done for the day on KopTalk.tv. So I'll love you, I'll leave you, and I'll hopefully be back here with you tomorrow. Hooray!